Right, morning. Monday today. I thought it was Sunday for some reason, and knowing full well it was Sunday yesterday because Steve come round. So here we go. I'm going to work on the Epiphone today. Steve's Epiphone. It is. I found out it's not 335. It looks like a 335, which is the same as the dot model. Looks every bit like it, except this model is a Riviera model. I've looked at the serial number, which is R97C. 0213. Now the R means it was made at the seamless plant in Korea. The 97 is a year, so it's 1997, and the C represents a month, which is C, ABC, January, February, March. So it's a March 1997 Riviera, and the run number is 0213. I'd imagine, if it pumps so many goes, I'd imagine this would be the 213th guitar built that month, not the year. So yeah, so that's that. So today I'm going to strip it all out. The electrics are back in because I wanted to do a video, so I'm going to do a video showing how we get the electrics out. I ain't got my tools or anything out yet, so you got to bear with me. It's going to be might be quite a long video. I'm going to pick my tools out as I go along, and I'm going to show you how to remove certain things on these guitars, and I'll mark everything up so I know where everything goes. So let's take it from the top. So look. Ba-da-ba-ba. Right, so guitar itself. Sometimes I've moved this and it's working. Now what I need to find out is which is which volume and which is which tone. So we're on the pickup at the moment. We're on the neck pickup. That's the neck pickup. Bridge pickup's off. So we know that's the volume for the neck pickup. Now it's scratching as well. That's no good, so we need to clean that up. The tone for the neck. That's well scratched up. But see why these you can see why these electrics want sorting out. So we know that's the tone for the neck. So we've got neck volume, neck tone. I'll mark these up so I know where they go when I put them back. Now we've got on neck pickups off, bridge pickups on. Well, I know that's bridge volume. Very scratchy again. This one should be bridge tone. There you go. This one should be both. Now both should be on. That's not. Right, now we've also got a wiring problem inside somewhere because both these pickups should be on in the middle position and they're not. Bridge pickups on. Neck pickup's not working there. So that's that, and we've also know the input that needs which all needs looking at. I'm going to work it all out, and that's that. So first, we're going to remove these knobs. Now I've seen some people oik screwdrivers underneath and prise them off. You're going to damage the guitar doing it that way. I saw this trick last night. I'm always on YouTube, just having a look, and I saw this trick of getting a cloth under your knobs. Just get it underneath. Now this is a bit more difficult because this has got. There you go. Look at that. Straight off, no problem. So we're going to do the same always. Now these are a bit more difficult because these have got the markers on. So it gets in the way. Again. How simple is that? Very easy. You're not damaging the guitar. Now what I I need to do with these shortly is, before I do anything, I'm going to mark all these before I take the nuts off. Nuts and knobs, I mean, come on, the Leeds fans will be loving this. I also want to mark everything up before I take it out. Now, chances are I'll be able to work out what's what anyway when it's out the guitar, so that's what I'm not going to mark anything up. I'm going to whip all this stuff out and I'm going to leave it all intact. So when I drag it all through here, I'm going to be able to ascertain which is which out of the guitar body. Now what I'm going to do in a minute, so I'm going to need something to put these bits on because the guitar is not going to move. I'm going to leave the guitar here while I work on it. Let's just check these, are going to be 11s, just as I thought. Got some good ratchet spanners. I always have a good set of ratchet. These are, I mean, I've got my mechanics tool because I also fix cars. There's not many things I can't do, and I don't do myself. I've always got a set of these knocking about, ratchet spanners. They're brilliant. These were pretty loose anyway, so. What size that big one is there? So look at this. That's going to be at least a 12. That is a 13, typical. It's not a 13, it is a 12 then, right? Yeah, that's not coming out. I'll sort it out in a minute. Got a trick for that. That'll just come off. I'm going to glue that back on if I use this again, right. Da-dee-da-dee-da. Bloody heck. Typical. Get some smart those in there, we'll open them out. There's a bit of something to work against there. There we go. How's that? So that's everything. Almost in that. There's a washer I just dropped in, no problem. So let's try and work this shite out. That's a three-way. So you see what we're working against here. You've got a tiny fucking hole to get these things out. There's going to be a neck to this somehow. One eye tool out, that's what I say. How's it? How's that? As you can see, you've not got a lot of margin for error here. And that black one stays in, that is an earth wire. So here we go. I've got the old loom out here. Now there's normally a pattern to this and the way they go back in. I'll work that out as I get to it. That's a volume. That'll be a neck volume. That's a volume. I can tell you both volumes because none of them have got a capacitor on. Well, then again, neither's that. So I've got one capacitor. Interesting. I'll work this out in a bit. So there you go, there's all the pots. Chances are these just need cleaning up. I'm going to resolder all the joints. I'll clean them up. This switch, that's gone inside, that has. What we'll do is we'll get it plugged back in. I'll stick a lead in my vice just here because that will hold it a little bit. I'll just nip my lead in my vice just a little bit, just to hold it, stop it pulling anything. Bridge pickup, bridge volume Morris. So I'm going to take a marker, bridge volume, so I'm going to put on there BV. Bridge volume. Oh, this will be bridge tone, I think. There you go. Bridge tone. Bridge tone, bridge volume. So I know this is going to be neck. That's neck tone because it's got a capacitor on it. Put it in the neck position. Neck tone, it's obviously neck volume. There we go. So there you go. So now I know what's what. Ba, 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 ba. So now I know what's what on this guitar. I've marked up, I've took all the pots out, all the electrics out. I'll rewire everything, I'll resolder all the joints, I'll check everything, I'll clean these pots up, I'll give them a spray with some Overhaul. Overhaul is what we use in the music industry for cleaning up pots. It's switch cleaner. We'll get a good spray with that, let it soak in. It's a bit like, it's not quite WD-40, it's actually it's for electrical components. And we'll give them a squirt, so I'll clean all the pots up, I'll resolder all the joints, I'll have a look at that freeway, I'll see if I've got a spare one knocking about in my parts drawer. Hopefully I have, saved me faffing about with a buying others. And once that's done, I can start setting this guitar up. Now Steve was asking, he said his guitar keeps going out of tune. Now, I'll tell you what, it might be going out of tune. I mean, do you stretch your strings? What a lot of people don't know, when they put new strings on a guitar, they think we just put them on, tighten them up and tune them in and that's it. No way, that's not it. The thing is with strings, the strings are wound. Well, 3 of them are. They're wound with a coil on a steel strip. And the windings need stretching. So when you string a guitar, you stretch the strings. I'm going to show you. I'm going to just bring the camera down a bit. When you're tuning a guitar, you don't just put strings on, tighten them up, and when it's in tune, that's it. You have to stretch them because they stretch. But you don't just stretch them in one place, you stretch them everywhere. Because these are steel wire with a coil, and you stretch them all the way along. And you do this, then you tune it again. Then you stretch them again. And I do this, then it's gone flat again, you see. Then you tune again. I do this 3 or 4 times on every string. I do it 3 or 4 times. Then when I get them into tune, they're going to stay in tune because the strings have been stretched. Now, a lot of people, they bring guitars, oh, it won't stay in tune, it won't stay in tune. First thing you always ask, have you stretched the strings? What do you mean stretch the strings? Well, the thing is, they've got to be stretched. So I'm going to be blobbing on with this guitar this morning. Now I've got the electrics out, I can get that done. I'm going to pause the video now, I'm going to get my tools out, I'm going to make a cup of tea actually. I haven't had a cup of tea yet this morning and it's gone 9 o'clock. I'm going to go and I'm going to make a cup of tea, I'm going to get all my tools out, my tools ready, we're going to get my soldering iron out. And I'll come back and I'll do another video after this. I will talk to you soon.